Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's time to eat. So today, keeping it healthy, I got me a nice little fruit bowl. Look at this. Ooh. I got my kiwi, my pineapples, my strawberries, and I got a little yogurt to dip it all in. Just trying to keep it healthy. I know I've been eating a lot of heavy foods lately, so wanted to do something a little bit lighter today. You feel me? Nothing wrong with that, right? Anyway, ooh, let me see. This is cherry yogurt, by the way. You know what? I'm thinking it may be a little bit better for me to pour the yogurt on top. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about being too nice and how you totally shouldn't do it.
Hey, what you doing? Ooh, that looks so good.
You came right on time.
What you talking about?
I'm talking about being too nice.
Hi.
Hey y'all, this is my girl Via Moore.
I want some fruit. We put yogurt everywhere.
See, I was talking about being too nice. I shouldn't give you none.
Oh, so you're not being nice?
I'm gonna be nice today. To you.
That's me.
You be all right.
What
I think we need another fork.
What about when you do them like how they do you?
Well, you gotta stop being nice and start doing that. Because it's like when you be too nice to people, go ahead and grab some. Go ahead. Your hands clean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got
Here's
yogurt.
like when
You put yogurt all over this thing.
Sorry. Maybe I can flip it over. Let me flip it over for my vegan friend.
Yeah, actually do that.
See, I'm too nice. See, I'm over here accommodating her on my deal. Being too nice. Sounds familiar.
But yeah, so how you feel about that? And let me call it like revenge in a way. Is that what you call it?
We're gonna have to maybe do it like that. I don't necessarily say it as a thing of revenge, but I mean, I think it's an issue where, you set boundaries. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, instead of being too nice and always, like, when you're the person that's always too nice and always doing everything for everybody else, people take advantage of that. Yeah. And they walk all over you.
Yeah, but they don't realize that until you do them the same way. It's like looking in the mirror.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's like, the minute you say no, or the minute you pull back, and don't do the stuff that you were once doing for all of these people, or whatever, they get mad at you. And that just goes to show you, like, you were
we call it a narcissist?
I don't know. But I mean,
like one.
Probably, who knows. But I mean, it's just, a lot of people are like that. Men, women, like the minute you stop doing whatever for them, and they get mad. Yeah. The minute you start saying no, and the minute you start setting your boundaries and focusing on yourself and not doing so much for them, it's like, okay, was that the only reason you were here? Is that the only reason you were around? I don't know.
Deep. That's deep.
I mean, it's like I'm trying to keep some of these yogurt free for you. See, here I am.
Because she loves me. That's why. She loves me. But,
yeah, love makes,
yeah,
makes you want to accommodate people, makes you want to make sure people are straight. And unfortunately, it's a lot of people that will exploit that and take advantage of that.
Period.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks when you finally realize that about people. It hurts.
It does hurt.
I was like, wait a minute. would this person or would these people do all the stuff for me that I do for them? And then when you ask them to do something small that you have done for them, and then they like come up with every reason not to do it, or
right,
it just that sucks.
That I hate when people like throw things they do for you in your face, like when they're upset, and it's like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I always feel like,
yeah, that sucks
you're
too.
the type of person that you do things for. No, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you gotta Sometimes you gotta remind people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't have to do this, but I do it. But like sometimes I feel like, you know, like I feel like dumb things like, oh, I paid that bill for you, this and that. Like, why are you doing that? Like, you did that because you wanted to, not because you wanted to throw it in my face later to use it against me.
Yeah, some people,
you know
they do that.
I remember I did this and then you tell them no. Like, I don't want to say scenarios, but I did this thing and then out of nowhere I just said no. I was like, no, I don't want to. I literally just didn't want to. And then it was like...
So wait, was it, you mean like it was something that you had already previously been doing and you just decided to stop doing it?
No, it was just like, I just didn't want to do the favor at that moment.
Okay.
I didn't feel, I was tired, man. I was exhausted. And then out of nowhere, oh, I did this, I did that, and this, and then I was like, you did what? I haven't paid all that off already by now, if that's the case. But I don't do that, throw it in your face. You see what I'm saying? And I can't, that's one thing I can't stand. Oh my God, I can't stand that. I cannot. You know what I'm saying?
But, it's crazy because it's like, yeah, people will throw stuff that they do for you in your face. Yeah. Especially when they're mad because you won't do something for them. But then you got to take a look at the whole picture like, okay, wait a minute. Out of all this time, who's been doing more and who's kind of like sticking around?
But it's not about that, you know?
It's not about who's doing more. Because here's the thing, when you love somebody, genuinely, you want them to have an easier way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to like try to make things easier. Like, when you genuinely love somebody, I'm over here making a mess.
Right.
And I did that.
You need to just go...
I know I'm gonna. But you know what I'm saying? When you genuinely love somebody, you try to make things easier for them, and you try to you want to genuinely add to whatever their situation is because you appreciate them and you want them to be happy.
Right.
But it has to be reciprocated.
Right. I mean, you obviously know when people are taking advantage. You gotta be you gotta know.
Yeah, it's because it'll get to a point where it's like, wait a minute, I'm doing all this for this person. And on the rare occasion, if I ask somebody to do something small for me and they can't do it or they won't do it or they refuse to do it, it's kind of like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? Mm-hmm. So then when you finally say no or stop doing all the things that you were doing, then you're wrong.
Right.
I don't know, man. It sucks. But the minute you take your hands off a situation and you give them the energy that they give you,
you wash your hands. They don't like
they
that.
go crazy.
Mm-hmm. Did you really just do? Yeah.
But it's so now you see how I was feeling when you was doing that. But then they don't want to hear it when you say that.
Right.
So, I don't know, man.
I need to go get me some fruit because now you got me hungry and I can't do all the yogurt.
Sorry, friend. She's a vegan, so that's why she's anti-yogurt, if y'all didn't already know.
Yeah, anti-dairy. Right. Anti-dairy. Big time. I think I ate a little bit with a little bit in it and my stomach is right now.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do dairy. I feel because I haven't done dairy so long, I've kind of became a lactose intolerant in a way. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's literally lactose intolerant maybe in a way.
Well, I'm not.
And Jesus over there.
Great. Slurping it up.
Slurping it away. She can have all that. But, So.
I mean, I guess you just gotta, I don't know. treat people how they treat you. And make sure you treat yourself
the
way you want to be treated. That's the thing. Treat yourself how you want to be treated. Because I think, you know what? And I think I'm guilty of it.
You what?
I think I'm guilty of it. Of this. Listen, when you treat people how you want to be treated, when you should really treat yourself how you want to be treated.
Period.
You see what I'm saying?
That way.
Treat yourself how you want to be treated, and then treat people.
But
how they
another
treat
thing.
you.
Another thing is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you treat yourself how you want to be treated, you'll never be let down. Because, like, if you want to go buy yourself a steak, or you want to go buy yourself a dress, you bought it for yourself and you're happy with your purchase, with what you did for yourself, right? Instead of giving someone else the power, like hoping that this person will buy you a dress or buy you whatever it is you could have bought for yourself, that's giving other people too much power over your happiness.
No, that's where I was going with that.
Yeah, so if you take your power over your happiness, if you are in control of your power, in control of your happiness, and you understand that you are in control of your happiness, I think that can get rid of a lot of the BS that you allow other people to make you feel some type of way. So I feel like if you make yourself happy, right?
Yeah,
and then you treat people how they treat you. So if a person is good to you, be good to them.
Yeah.
And if a person is not so good to you, you distance yourself.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because
that's where I'm at.
No one is responsible for your happiness but you.
Can you lean into the camera and say it again?
No one is responsible for your happiness but you.
Yep. So it's like a lot of people, let me adjust this because you're like all off the camera.
Yeah, because we expect other people to.
People be like, oh, he makes me happy.
No.
And you got to check yourself when you feel like that.
Yeah.
And like, how is it that he makes you happy? Happiness comes from within.
Right. And then you put all your happiness.
Yeah. So that's putting pressure on the other person.
Yeah. And actually, that is true.
So in fairness, that is putting pressure on the other person.
Yeah.
Like, if you tell somebody, oh, you make me so happy, so now it's like, okay, this person is like, okay, well.
I think that's what, like, let's talk about that situation that happened. Like, you seen the accident? She was a nurse and she killed like 6 people because she was driving 100,000 miles. You know the reason why she did that?
What?
She was drunk because she wanted to commit suicide over her boyfriend. She was hurt. She was drunk.
Damn.
So she went to the hospital. She survived. 6 people died. She survived. And it's like, now you like literally put your trust in all this to this man because you wanted him, like you put your happiness depended with him. And then this person is no longer here. I don't know the situation. Listen, let me not get in that because I don't know the situation. I don't know what happened or where, none of that. But my thing is, I pray for her family, and that she gets better, and whatever she's going through and will go through. And, I pray prayers that way. But my thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got wasted out of your mind, and then you drove. Don't get me wrong, I've been there before. Where
I've been there too.
When I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be honest, I will get messed up and hurt because I didn't find the love at home anymore. The love wasn't there. Mm-hmm. So I will get wasted, and then I will get behind the wheel and cry and wish I could just drive myself into the tree. But then I think about it, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do that. I got people that at home, my kids, my mom, love, But it's like, stuff like that, sometimes people react out of emotion, and all you have to do is but I didn't love myself then either. At that time, I didn't love myself. All you have to do is just find that love within yourself. Mm-hmm. Within yourself. Yeah, you
move differently.
Totally.
But that's why I said, treat yourself the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
So if you want to be treated like a princess, treat yourself like a princess. If you want to be treated like a queen, treat yourself like a queen. Don't look for somebody or wait for somebody else to treat you like a queen.
Yeah.
You have to know that you are a queen.
Period.
Know that you are a princess, or know whatever it is, whatever title you put on what you want to be called for yourself, and you have to treat yourself as such.
Yeah.
And then anything that anybody else does is just extra. But waiting and expecting and hoping for somebody else to treat you the way you want to be treated, it's putting a lot of undue pressure on other people.
Right.
Now, if somebody does treat you well and treat you, with the utmost and treat you how you want to be treated, I'm not saying don't receive it. I'm not saying don't accept it, but that don't need to be the baseline.
Yeah.
The baseline needs to be for you, for yourself, by yourself, because you're gonna die by yourself, right?
Period.
We can't leave the earth with any of these people. You need to treat yourself with the love that you want to be treated with. And then you treat other people how they treat you. So if somebody else is good to you, of course you be good to them.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody else is, then you kind of,
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the girl would have not given that person so much power over her emotions,
right,
that none of that shit would ever happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it, because I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been in that sad, depressed state, like, oh my God, why won't he, whatever.
We all been through it.
Yeah.
I think the
But
majority
then
of
you
people.
gotta take a step back and look at, like, wait a minute. You allow people to do things to you.
Yeah.
Now there are those occasions where people do things to you that you wasn't allowing.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that.
Sometimes it do be effed up people out here.
Yeah, there's a lot of effed up people out here that
Sometimes
will
they
do
do.
bad things to you, and that you wasn't,
Because
whatever.
they don't-
But
and they don't
that's
even
not, we're not
realize.
talking about that right now. We're talking about, like, like when you stay in a relationship too long, or when you have a friend or somebody you're in a relationship with that's like kind of toxic and just like doing shitty stuff, and you allow it to continue.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Is that our buzzer? Is that our time?
That is our time, everyone.
Oh my goodness. Well, I ate all my fruit and my yogurt anyway. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And make sure you guys follow Via Moore. I will put a link for you guys to find her page. You can follow her on IG, you can follow her on TikTok, and you can follow her here on good old YouTube. All right, love you guys. Gotta go.
Bye.